Big news, my third book, #1 on Amazon in business, the pre-sale, Do It, The Life-Changing Power of Taking Action, is coming out April 4th worldwide. It's available on pre-sale, and if you buy it on Amazon, on Barnes & Nobles, wherever books are sold, let me know because I want to send you a special gift. So if you buy this book, Do It, The Life-Changing Power of Taking Action, not only will you have the most immersive, in-depth, introspective book ever put together on taking action. This is 3 years in the making of myself doing research, studies, surveys. The overview, 40,000 foot, just think Atomic Habits meets the Enneagram with crazy cool Malcolm Gladwell-type stories from figures in history who changed the world. There's 9 types of action archetypes, 9 types of these things that we have that we can resonate with of why we are holding ourselves back from taking action. Everybody has something that they want to do, and there's something that is stopping them. These 9 action archetypes are the allodaxophobic, fear of other people's opinions, the burn, the inopportune, the blamer, the test believer, the perfectionist, the scarcist, the distracted, and the underestimator. And you will learn which one that you are and how to overcome this and take action. April 4th, Do It, The Life-Changing Power of Taking Action. Let me know if you buy this, and I will send you a gift. Before we dive into this incredible episode that you are about to hear on the David Nurse Show, I just wanted to say a special thank you for being a listener, for tuning in. You could be anywhere else in the world right now, and you are with me listening. And I also want to ask you, if you find value out of this episode, out of any of the episodes, to share it with a friend, share it with a family member. Somebody needs this, and you can be the person that changes their life. And also, if you could, it takes about 12 seconds in total to leave a review for the podcast. Go to Apple, the podcast app, and leave a review. 5-star if you love it. You choose, write a review. Let me know if you leave a review, and I will shout you out. I will give you a gift. I will have a conversation with you. I'd love to hear from you if you are listening to this podcast. So go to the Apple Podcast app, leave a review, because it helps people that are searching podcasts, that are trying to find something of optimization, mindset development, and we will pop up as the top podcast. So you're also helping others by leaving a review and subscribing. Also, the show is on YouTube. If you want to watch me talk to the guest, you can watch it on YouTube, David Nurse channel. All right, now, time for the show. You are about to get your mind blown. One of the coolest things about Do It, the life-changing power of taking action, is I go in depth on the brain science, the neurological sense, and also the heart science, the feeling and understanding why our feelings try to protect us from taking action, from taking risks. So there's a lot of studies, a lot of surveys, a lot of research that is done. I'm just going to give you a couple of them, a few of them. Get your taste buds wet and your palates ready for Do It. So here's one: downward counterfactual thinking and upward counterfactual thinking. Upward counterfactual thinking is looking back on a situation and seeing how it could have been better. These are the what ifs. So upward counterfactual, if you're that type of thinker, you're looking back on a situation, you're like, oh, well, what if, it could have been better, and you're living in that sense of you wish things would have been different. Now, downward counterfactual thinking is when you can see things how they could have been worse. You look at a situation, you're like, well, you know what? Could have been worse. Oh, it could have been worse. So it's how you train the brain to get to that downward counterfactual thinking instead of the upward counterfactual thinking. Risk aversion, living in the scarcity mindset alone, can lower your IQ by 14 points. That's from going from a proficient level of IQ to a very deficient level just by living in the scarcity mindset. How about this? Validation seeking is centered in the ventral striatum. That's where validation seeking occurs. It lights up and creates dopamine, and that is the validation. So when you're thinking about, okay, I want to be validated, I want the dopamine, that is coming from your ventral striatum. So you know where all of this stuff is happening from and where it is occurring. The SMA, the supplementary motor cortex. Now, this is the decision-making process that makes an all-star baseball player. I looked up some stats on this. Check this out. This is incredible. 31% of adults worldwide have more confidence based on clear skin. 31, that's almost 1/3 of people like, hey, you got clear skin, you're more confident. Get this, better looking people, meaning of just the term, the clear skin as we're putting that with, earn 12% more financially over their lifetime. 12% more? That literally could be millions of dollars. You are investing a lot into the lab, into the science, into the research. It is so far a no-brainer why anybody would use anything else other than OneSkin. Like, is there anything like you can even think of that makes sense? Like, I'm trying to, and I can't. I want to say, out of the kindness of your guys' heart, you are providing for our listeners a special pricing code, which will be in the show notes. So look in the show notes to try out OneSkin for yourself.
Strongly recommend to subscribe to our newsletter. We want to empower everyone because we know that the choices that we are making today will definitely impact how you're are gonna age tomorrow.
1/100th of a second, your supplementary, your SMA, that is when it makes the decision. So when your 95-mile-per-hour fastball comes your way, you're able to hit it. And this is what I teach you how to train so that you can make snap decisions based on able to take action and not living in the fear that will hold you back. I'll go over the 9 different types of action archetypes, meaning understanding where your self-awareness is and what holds you back from taking action from where you are right now to where you want to be. Here they are. The allodaxophobic, that is fear of other people's opinions. The burned, meaning somebody burnt you in the past and you are unwilling to take another chance. The inopportune, meaning you don't think you are good enough. You don't think you can live up. The inopportune. The blamer, you want to point blame at other people. You are not where you want to be because it's somebody else's fault. The test believer, you take your horoscope, you take the Enneagram, and you think you have to be that type of person because the test results told you were that type of person. The perfectionist, you can't take action until everything is absolutely perfect. The scarcist, that means you're trying to hold on to everything. You will not release it because you think if you do, it will all be gone and all dissipate. The distracted, you find yourself looking at different things all the time and you can never lock in and focus. You are just distracted. Too distracted to take action. And the underestimator. You underestimate yourself. You do not think that you can get there. You are the underestimator. That feeling when you are just recharged, you don't have any sickness, no ailments, you have full optimal energy, you are functioning at your highest level. You want to recreate that? Yeah, sure, you do, I do, we all do. And then you can times it by 10. What I'm about to tell you is going to blow your mind. So hold on here. This is real. Hyperbaric chamber. If you don't know what it is, look it up right now. Look up Eleve Health, ELEVE health.com. It's an oxygen miracle. What it is, HBOT, the hyperbaric chamber. It's a simple and non-invasive therapy where you go into this. It places a body in a pressurized environment that allows extra oxygen to dissolve in the blood plasma and travel freely throughout your circulatory system, getting more red blood cells flowing naturally to the body's function. It's going to help you kill off any harmful bacteria. It's going to help you detox, increase your oxygen concentration, resist and fight infection, heal wounds faster, improve oxygen supply, reduce swelling, stop infection, lower inflammation, all while you're relaxing in the chamber. I kid you not. This is what the pros, the top Olympic athletes, what everybody uses for the highest optimization recovery. This is called Hyperbaric Chamber, HBOT, from Eleve Health, ELEVE health.com. Message me separately, too, if you want to get a specific deal on this. Check it out as you're a sports team, if you're an individual, if you're just somebody who loves optimization. It will be an absolute life changer for you. So here are the 9 action archetypes from Do It, the life-changing power of taking action. And remember, Do It is like Atomic Habits meets the Enneagram with crazy cool Malcolm Gladwell stories from historical figures who changed the world. So the 9 different types. The first one is the allodaxophobic. That means fear of other people's opinions. You don't take action because you fear other people's opinions. The burned, something happened in your past, you were burnt, and now it's holding you back from taking action in the future. The inopportune, it's never the right time for you. You're too young, you're too old, so you can't take action. The blamer, instead of owning that yourself, you are pointing fingers and blaming other people for the situations and circumstances you're in and why you hold yourself back. The test believer, so you think if you take the Enneagram or your horoscope says a certain thing, that's how you have to act, that's who you have to be. You follow the test and are a test believer. The perfectionist, you think you have to have it 100% completely perfect before you can even take action. It's never going to happen that way. Perfectionist. The scarciest, you hold on to it so tight. If you have something, you will not let it go. You will not take a risk. You will not step out, because if you do, it'll all go away as you think. The distracted, too many things going on. You want to stay laser focused, but you can't because you have 18 different things you're trying to do. The distracted. And lastly, the underestimator. You came from nothing. Oh, who are you to be able to come from a small town and do great things? You underestimate yourself because of your situation and where you came from. Those are the 9 action archetypes, the reasons that people hold themselves back, all based in fear of why you are where you're at right now, holding yourself back to where you want to be, your future full potential. Okay, so if you enjoyed that podcast, check this out. What I do is I give keynote talks to companies, corporations, organizations, teams all throughout the country and the entire world. If you want me to come speak to your team, to your company, or know somebody who might, reach out to me, please. I'm very easy to get a hold of, david@davidnurse.com. And I'm also doing some super special gives with my new book, Do It, The Life-Changing Power of Taking Action, coming out April 4th. Message me because I'm doing some gives for free talks, for free coaching courses, even an amazing NBA tickets experience at Los Angeles gourmet food, Michelin star, celebrities type of thing for people who buy a certain amount of books. So please check this all out. Reach out to me if you're interested in a keynote talk or to know more about the book giveaways that I'm doing. April 4th is the launch. Thank you so much.